single time someone passes away, torture themselves over that word. If this doctor, that hospital, this person detected earlier, this would have changed this would have changed that. And the Prophet ﷺ is saying, you can't keep a door between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala open unless you're willing to shut that door of shaitan. Did you ever hear the Prophet ﷺ, who loved Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha the way that he loved her, saying, you know, if only I would have taken her to Abyssinia, maybe migrated to Abyssinia, Khadija radiallahu anha would still be alive. Maybe if I would have done this earlier, Abu Talib would still be with us. Maybe if I wouldn't have listened to those companions who disagreed with my opinion on Uhud, to go out and to fight people outside of Medina in the process of Shura, maybe Hamza radiallahu anhu would still be here. None of that is there. Completely absent. Not because the Prophet ﷺ is not a self-accountable person, but because the Prophet ﷺ is a man who manifests tawakkul, trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He shuts that gate to shaitan. Shaitan has no door to enter and to interfere with qadr. You have closure with tragedy as a believer. عَجَبًا لِأَمْرِ الْمُؤْمِنِ. How amazing is the affair of the believer. You have such closure because you know مَا يُصِيبُنَا إِلَّا مَا كَتَبَ اللَّهُ لَنَا. لَن يُصِيبُنَا إِلَّا مَا كَتَبَ اللَّهُ لَنَا. Nothing will strike us unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written it for us. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Closure. While people spend decades trying to come to terms with tragedy, trying to come to terms with something, if this, if that, closure. You shut that door of shaitan. That's one door, and it's a huge door that Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma said destroys tawheed, destroys your monotheism. Shut that door. Absolutely no entry from confronting tragedy. Alhamdulillah. That doesn't mean that we don't have to go through exercises sometimes to try to get over things and come to terms with them in a better way. In fact, taking advantage of those things is one of the ways in which you submit yourself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by not entertaining a door of shaitan. No, I'm going to make this a door between me and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because this tragedy might be the reason that I enter into Jannah if I'm patient with it, and I could not have changed any outcomes. The outcomes were already predetermined. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Closure. Then there are problems. When it comes to confronting problems, procrastination with those problems. And subhanAllah, we accustom ourselves to thinking problems go away. Problems don't go away. Problems are solved. Problems don't go away. Problems are solved. But you tell yourself, if I delay solving this problem, maybe it'll be forgotten. If I push it off, if I push it off, if I push it off. And in the process, how much destruction, how much havoc, because we don't confront problems.